Okay, everybody, welcome back to 606 Autumn 23. It's week 7, HAVOC versus liest, doof. I'm talking very quickly because we are, in fact, already live with the first mid after a couple of delays. There's no time for any kind of conversations. The map has already started. It's going to be Bagel and Gullywash. It's going to be liest, doof taking on HAVOC for spots in the playoffs here. As the Germans, they're already going to be going quite aggressive here at the start as it looks like HAVOC are just going to have to back off for the timing. They are going to be recontesting the point, but even Ubers for now means that both teams still have to trade to rely on. Ams is going to be taking it in right now. Voxy gets dropped from it though. EDK is not going to be using it, who's also murking as Condog is currently missing. Ooh, those are some nice rockets onto Ams from KN. So Ams will be going down in all the chaos, and HAVOC, they're going to have control of this point for now, but they are going to be looking to go a bit more aggressively on the side of the Germans here as they do recap that point off of the pick onto Ams. Voxy so aggressively around the point. Philip will go down amidst all the chaos, and now all of a sudden HAVOC have every reason to re-aggress this. Oh, Mac doing a great job blocking off one side of the point right there. Fishkopf looking to get aggressive maybe as well, but again, back and forth at this point. HAVOC, they're back in control of this point. Even Ubers right now. Low HP on Philip there. The Germans, they are going to be looking to recapture the point here quickly, but Ams are not going to be letting it slide just yet. No Ubers in play quite yet for either side. It's just going to be a bit of a spam battle for now as Gazi, we are live and the Uber trade is going to be coming out at this point. Fishkopf and Warp will trade. Voxy picks up Sneaky in all that chaos. He will have to run out, but with the picks going the way of the Germans, it does look like the point will remain in their control. KN is going to get out of there. Left low health as well for the time being.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
So for now, well, things Mac is getting quite aggressive. He will go down as well. That is going to be quite rough here for the side of HAVOC, but they're going to be looking to recapture this point still. They don't want to be backing off just yet. Wolf will aggressive on the house on the right, but we'll find the pick onto KN. That is Sneaky and him combining right there on the houses, and that with Mac returning to the front lines, they could be looking to recapture, but the Germans are not making it easy. They're going to keep it up. And here comes in the cap, but again, I mean, how long is this cap going to stand for sure? KN is dead on the side of the Germans, but neither team is really going to be able to get too comfortable for the time being. Oh, he does come the recap right now. Oh, here comes the trade. Voxy's going to be the one to take it in. We'll force out the Uber from Eon. It's not too much better for either side right now. Voxy's still looking to get some damage off here, but it'll just be an even Uber trade for now. Am's looking to block the point. Oh, there's so much damage on everybody. Mac has dropped so low, he will go down. Fishkopf will pay for his life with that, but still, this is looking a lot better right now for the side of HAVOC, still as the damage is all in their favor, despite the demo being down for them. Germans still in control of the point, though. Oh, neither team really looking too content with their current position. It's still just a spam battle. We haven't really had time to brief at all on this map so far. No team right now is looking like they're dominating. They're both just going back and forth, as there will be a quick sigh of relief for HAVOC as the Germans do back off, but they're right back in it again as the Ubers are now going to come out. I'm guessing we'll see another solo Uber from Voxy here trying to take in this trade, cause chaos. Here come the bombs from the Germans. Fishkopf is going to be going in behind, looking to get anything. He's going to be stuck in lobby, taking 1v1 against the scout. That'll be Sneaky on his tail. He will pick him up right there. That's him going behind. Where in the meanwhile, the Uber trade has been going on. Mac gets dropped from it. Eon dies as well. Voxy and KN picking up the frags. Amps just running in, looking to get on Philip. Not going to be able to do it just yet. Amps, he's so low. Here comes the collapse. Sneaky with the cleanup. And whew, after 5 minutes of constant back and forth, finally we have someone firmly in grip of the point as HAVOC. They have Uber advantage. It's a very faint one.
Mission ends in
Will
30
she
seconds.
shotgun snipe? We'll go back to switch off now, but HAVOC, they can't be too content with it for now. They will have to defend this point in a second. It's the Germans are looking to make their way back into this point, perhaps taking a slower spam battle this time around as neither Uber is in play yet. That advantage is extending though for Eon. If they don't keep building it, there's not much time left. Fishkopf looking to bomb, but he'll get out of it. Can is gonna jump in. Can apparently stands for kill nobody because he's in and he's just gonna die. No frags going his way. Mac and Co looking to recapture immediately off of the picks, but no soldiers for either side. Philip goes down, Ams as well. It's just back and forth. The Germans look to recap if they get this. Ooh, there's so much time for him to feed, though. Here comes the Uber from HAVOC. EDK is still just a little bit away from it. They can't let them cap. It's just Philip standing in the way. It'll just be him with the Uber. Fishkopf comes in. They get the frags, though. Ian and Mac go down. And for now, oh my god, it's so back and forth, it's so messy, but all the frags are going the way of the Germans. They are going to be holding onto this point seemingly for just a little bit longer. There's still 40 seconds of them left on the clock to tick down, but for now they'll get out of trouble.
Mission ends in 30
Looking to re-aggressive. There is the last stand here coming in from the side of HAVOC. They are going to keep pushing it. If they cap this point, they win, and they do in the end. They'll be the first round going the way of HAVOC. Bit of a surprise there. Probably wouldn't have expected, as Gazzy has decided to join me finally after being gone.
Yeah, a few silly technical issues, but yeah, I just joined in. I'm surprised to see HAVOC in the lead, actually. Well, not really surprised. We've seen them last week, and they did really well on this map against 4 fence, but still, like, with so much on the line for Vedas Distastov, you'd expect them, you know, to kind of sweep over it, but we'll see. Second mid-fight on the way.
Yeah, I mean, they do have to pick up 8 points at least from this map, right? Otherwise, there is a chance that they don't make it into the playoffs. HAVOC, they're looking to be the spoilers tonight, as they are going to be just respecting each other. Shockey's going to go a bit aggressively in the houses. Left is going to be denying him and Fish as well. That house is firmly in his control. Ken looking to get onto Eon. He will find that frag. Oh, so messy again, Gazzy.
Yeah, but it really doesn't matter. Like, if they keep it chill, if they just watch out for the flanks, like Am's setting up for the flank already, and EDK is completely alone. Nobody checked for Am. Take a complete collapse on EDK, and nobody's hitting any shots. Finally gets forced, and it doesn't really matter in the slightest.
For the Germans, though.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. There's barely any ad on Eon, so they can just comfortably forward holes and just wait it out. Like, the was actually almost equal considering how late EDK popped, and yeah, the advantage just completely faded away.
And the Germans are going to be looking to forward hold this, as HAVOC will make their way out of it. It's going to be left going in first. Philip with a nice denial on the door, but he might get caught out himself. He get pressured so hard by Ams. He's almost feeding for the frag. He will get it, but not by paying with it for his own life. It'll just be Eon and Left. Ooh, KN, he's actually going to survive. A nice little rocket cushion by him. Eon is actually going to go down so late. Fishkopf.
Yeah, very nice Fishkopf flank, and nice follow-up by Voxy. Like, he didn't really do anything to kill Eon, but he distracted them, and there was enough for Fishkopf to just come in undetected and get on Eon for free. So yeah, like, another big dis-ad for HAVOC.
Oh, it's not looking good for them. They are going to be trying to get some capture on the point. Here comes the Uber from the Germans, so Ams will get caught, and it looks like Eon is going to be all the way out to safety, but Ams and Wolf, they will go down. Shocky will go down in retaliation to the hands of Sneaky, but there's still a player behind, actually. Sneaky, he's all the way in. Ken is going to be cleaning him up, and the Germans, they're going to be maintaining control of this. There's the Uber out of the way for the Germans, but still, it's only even Ubers.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see. Like, I joined in very late, but when I joined in, I saw it was pretty close on the clock timer, and now it really isn't. Like, Eon just keeps dying, and there's so much time off the point for the Germans. And yeah, like, HAVOC almost didn't even touch the point. Fishkopf goes down finally. But another pop
look
on
at the
Eon.
frags, though. Oh, that's Fishkopf, Shocky, and Ken all dead, but not without taking down Eon. Is it really worth it, though, as the point will... It'll stay in the control of HAVOC, but there's a full Uber advantage here for EDK. Philip and Voxy are wasting no time getting back out of this photo. They don't want to get stuffed. They're already taken aside. Voxy clearing the house right now. So they are probably going to be looking to clear traps. They're taking this slow and methodical right now. They're not rushing this. They want to get this cap time. They want to use this Uber as late as possible. There's a house in the fight. There's a fight in the house right now, rather. My bad ass. Oh, that bomb by Wolf. He will jump in, hit a nice little splash there onto EDK, and he is going to be going down, and now it is pure chaos. it is just a disaster for the side of the Germans, as it's just Shocky left alive.
That seems so avoidable as well. Like, the bomb warp did was just like a straightforward single jump, so I'm surprised that even worked. Like, both scouts, Voxy and Shocky, just caught sleeping, then protect their medic, and now HAVOC with the forward holes.
They're gonna have full advantage of this as well. There is actually gonna be the Pyro and Voxy maybe striding around as well, but KN and Phil will go down, so they might have just to cancel this whole approach. EDK is out nice and comfortable at the spawn, and I mean, at this point, are you looking to go for a sack wave maybe? I mean, they probably will have time to get to Uber if they really wanted to, but HAVOC, they're still gonna be forward holding this, Gazi.
Yeah, and the Germans had like a 1 minute advantage on the clock, and it just completely gone. Like, HAVOC equalized the timer, and with them having the point right now and the forward hold going, it's looking very rough for the Germans. They've struggled to
Philip
find
is
any real
already
space.
just running out. Voxy is well just on his own. Philip will find a nice frag. Oh my god, he actually survives. That's huge right there. The flank of the Germans are in so deep though. If they aren't careful, they could go down. KN is behind right now. Sneaky's just going to be keeping him, peppering him a little bit, keeping him in check, but the cap does go to the Germans. The Uber gets forced out, and meanwhile, Am's going to be running all the way in with that. He will finally get EDK to use one of his own, but oh, Eon might just be in no man's land. He walks against the wall, and he will go down right there to the hands of Philip. As now it's looking very good for the Germans to keep control of his point. Sneaky goes down as well, so I mean, they're still gonna go for his cap time. Ams is actually gonna go in on EDK, hitting some nice shots. Oh, he's gonna be dropped low, but there's no one up on the side of HAVOC to really follow up on it.
Yeah, but I'm still concerned about his left house flank. It works every time for HAVOC teams. Like Amps gets so close on the medic for free. It's like the only saving grace for the Germans is that Amps isn't really hitting a lot of shots on EDK right now. But as soon as he does, the Germans are gonna start having trouble.
Well, he is a hard medic to hit, that is for sure, but we'll go into the last stages of this round. Here's HAVOC again. They're looking to bring it back. There's an Uber advantage still for the side of the Germans, so they can definitely fight with still. Voxy is just going to be on his lonesome, though. Philip is not going to be there yet, and KN is in lobby. If they can reconnect, there's the collapse onto Eon, though. KN will pick that up, reconnecting with his team. The Sneaky goes down as well. Mac is caught in no man's land as well. He will go down, warped, getting two. Abs combining as well. Now it's back and forth. Philip is 30 health. Shocky rescues him. If the Germans cap this, it's going to be curtains. It's just going to be left alive. Is he going to be able to make it in time even? Oh, that looked so scary right there for the Germans, but they will keep it in check. It will be the equalizer 1-1. That is not enough for Warped there. Him and Ams combined for 3 frags, but not enough. The Germans, they'll keep it steady.
Yeah, and another close round. Like, we might be looking at a possible 3-2 score here. For who, still remains to be seen, but it's so close. Like, just minuscule detail just decide all the rounds right now. It's insane.
As again, I mean, Lev is going to be taking early control of his house. KN looking to do the same on the other side. Is Philip already getting aggressive? Am's going to be really aggressive on the point. Philip gets dropped quite low. Max is looking to isolate. The German flank is running in, both Sneaky and Shocky having a little bit of a 1v1. Fishkopf, he'll be busy with spamming the point. But in the meanwhile, all the cap time going the way of the Germans. No cap coming in just yet, as Ams is just running into his death seemingly. He'll go down, left as well, and all of a sudden, there's 2 picks for the Germans. They get the point, and HAVOC, they'll have to probably just get out of this.
Yeah, it's not all this lost though. It's even Ubers, and the Germans barely have got time of the point, so it's definitely doable. But the Germans are keeping the pressure up right now. Mac can barely walk forward at the moment, so yeah, we'll see what happens. A lot of stuff on the flank happening. Actually, a trade coming in.
Oh yeah, it will be Ams taking it in right now, but they realize that they just have to leave with it. Shocky's looking to run through the house. Left is going to be dropped quite low. Fishkopf is behind all of his though. He'll do some great damage. His team is following up on it in all the chaos. EDK might just be caught though. Oh, he will go down. In fact, they're Warped. Going to be picking up that frag. He'll pick up Voxy as well. And again, Warped finding a couple of frags right there to keep, you know, a silver lining for his team. But, I mean, the German flank, they're having such an easy job right now, really running through those houses. So, I mean, is it worth it? He is salvaging though for now. It's Philip again on the point, so low. The stickies of Mac is going to surf right into it. He will pick him up, and HAVOC again, they're right back into it. They're going to recapture that point, and with a minute shave off the clock, Mac, what is he doing? He's just running forward, he's dead. Fishkopf picking up that frag, he pays for it with his life.
Yeah, it's very questionable. Like, not having a demo on this map, I don't know about this one. Like, if the Germans play it right, they can just retake the point right now. Like, yeah, maybe Ems will take the Uber in, but ideally it just goes into nowhere.
The Germans, they've been doubting themselves long enough. I mean, they realize that EDK, that Eon Rev is actually pretty close to his Uber, so if they're playing with fire right now, if they aren't careful, they could just get used into his AMs, will take that Uber in. Philip caught out of there, KN as well. EDK will survive, but with those 2 frags, I mean, if you have it, you have all players alive, you could be looking at a forward hold here, they could, yeah, they're going to be establishing that, they're going to be building towards the point. They don't want to make it easy for the Germans to make it out of here. They know that they have full disad, but they want to shave off as much time off the clock as possible. The Germans, they're looking to bust through the lower left corner. They're KN making his way through first. They will spot those stickies. Fishkopf going to be pressuring out Warped as well. So it looks like the Germans, they've made their way through here pretty cleanly. So they are recapturing the point. HAVOC, they're looking to maybe send in a couple players. Sneaky was looking to get aggressive. Shocky, oh, he's going to be dropping him solo, but not quite enough. As they're probably just waiting for Eon to get his own Uber and then take the trade. And Ams, he's been doing a lot of that this whole map.
Oh, Mac is so low, and good follow-up by Fishkopf. They finally clean up Mac, and this opens up things for the Germans. They can just walk over the point. Ems using the Uber right now, and honestly, the Germans not even really phased by this Uber. They just have to use right now, and this is so bad for HAVOC.
And again, Eon, he's just dancing around. Voxy probably realizing his team might clean up, but they've actually allowed him to get out of it. No one finished off that frag, and right now, no Ubers are in play. Voxy will get picked out once, not twice. He will get traded. It is a 4 versus 4. No scouts on the side of the Germans.
I'm surprised the Germans didn't get anything with that Uber. That was such a blunder. Like, there's like 3 players just ripe for the picking, and they just killed nobody. That can really happen in this game.
Yeah, for now, it has happened, and the Ubers are even, so we're looking at probably just another dry fight as well, with either team looking to get aggressive. Wolf just looking at his houses. Shocky again, so aggressive. He'll do a lot of damage right there, as KN was looking to get in for a second there, but he will get out of there for the time being, as the point will be recontested here now by the side of HAVOC. Voxy looking to deny it, though, as the Ubers are now coming into play. We're looking at another trade, but Mac again gets caught out there by Fishkopf, and now the trade. HAVOC will find a pick in the meanwhile, actually the cap rather, and Sneaky goes down in the meanwhile. So this is a 4 versus 6. I mean, the Germans, the more value they can find out of these picks, the more they can do, but it will just be the cap for them. They're not gonna chase too deep. Actually, never mind. Here we go. Here comes the collapse after the Uber. It'll just be warped. Oh, he does find a nice rocker onto Voxy, but not without his whole team dying in the process. Both medics still alive. It's a 3v3 right now. A scout and a soldier. Scout and a demo rather on the side of HAVOC against a soldier and a demo on the side of the Germans, as they realize the spawners are probably better for HAVOC. They will let this cap slide through. With a minute still left on the clock for HAVOC and 20 seconds only pretty much for the side of the Germans. They shouldn't be too phased about it. They have all the time. The Ubers are even. Voxy probably looking to take another trade here soon. Eon is going to be dropped quite low. Oh, it's looking so sketchy for now. Voxy looking to get so aggressive. He's just looking for an opportunity to trade right now. They will just cap for free. So now the pressure's on Ams. He's just going to be running straight in. There's no delay in that. And again, another trade. Mac alone in main though. Ooh, he'll hit a nice pipe right there to juggle Voxy just a little bit. He's looking to get back into this fight. Sneaky again on the flank gets caught. And that's another pick going the way of the Germans on the flank. They're just getting diffed there right now. Continuously these picks flowing their way, giving them advantages in these fights. And the Germans, they're looking to take full advantage of that. They haven't given up any ground in this fight so far.
Yeah, the Germans with so much more map control. Like, HAVOC can barely walk on the point. The Germans just get the point for free. And yeah, of course they get around. Like, HAVOC really needs to figure out, especially these flanks. Like, the Germans getting so much value out of these houses. Like, one time last round, Mac got spammed from both sides, like both soldiers in both houses and the scout in front of him. So yeah, just way more map control for the Germans. So it's looking rough for HAVOC at the moment.
Yeah, Shock has been an absolute menace in that right house, just destroying left with a bit of damage. Sneaky getting caught in the other house has opened up a couple of things there. It's not going to be what they're looking for at all, as we are heading into another mid-fight, Gally.
Yeah, currently the team's just feeling each other out. There's nothing much happening. Ems finally decides to step on the point. This is the cue for the Germans to get aggressive, try and pick someone up on the point. Actually, Voxy gets cleaned up instantly, gets punished for walking forward, and this is looking so bad for the Germans right now. No pocket scout available. The main caller of the Germans just stuck in the respawn queue, and yeah, they're gonna give this point up.
Unlucky.
Yeah, that's where he belongs.
So for now, again, they're looking to get a bit aggressive on the flank. Hit the Germans. They're looking to wait for their main man to arrive, as they're probably just going to be looking to take another trade here. As, again, we're getting so much cap time, this point cap so quickly. Again, it's a mirror of the same situation. Mac in main will again hit a pipe, keeping himself alive. Voxy, it's another trade. Soldiers are looking to get aggressive. Oh, Am's on the point, doing some nice damage there. Oh, he's going to be cleaning up another frag, it looks like, on Voxy. There we go. Warped looking to get aggressive again. Fishkov going down. Again, it's just aggression from both teams back to back, but it doesn't look like, you know, for now, it doesn't look like either team is really going in on a singular target together, right? I mean, they're just kind of aggressing one after another almost.
Well, it seems like they clean up Voxy pretty well right now, and you can see the Germans falter as soon as Voxy is dead. They don't quite seem to know what to do, and yeah, as if HAVOC keeps doing that, it might be the recipe for success in this map.
As for now, they will probably wait on the side of Germans for their own Uber to get into play as. Fishkov is already looking to get aggressive. He'll make his way behind. They're looking to be perhaps a nuisance after the trade. Sneaky being dealt with the task of dealing with him, but Vox Tech gonna be dropped from the Uber. Fishkov gets cleaned up behind, and this has just turned into a huge disaster for the Germans. They're not gonna be able to do really much. They should just be looking to get out. Left gonna be jumping in. KN dropped so low. He does find the pack. It's actually gonna go down for that even. Warped as well. Okay, they've just given 2 picks back, and all of a sudden, this situation was looking really good for HAVOC. It now looks really good for the Germans. Their soldiers, they overextended.
Yeah, I'm surprised they gave that up. There was no need to follow these kills into lobby. They already killed some German players, and they had the point for completely free. They could have just shielded. Nice rockets by KN, and Fishkov's gonna follow up. They get Eon, and this is looking so good for the Germans right now. If Shocky sticks with his medic, and they just chill out, heal up, there's nothing HAVOC can do.
And Eon will go down. This is backs against the wall for them now. There's 2.5 minutes for them still, so there's plenty of time. This isn't world ending yet, but before this ad, what do you think? Are we looking at a sack wave here? What do you think HAVOC should be doing right now?
A sack wave on Bagel is always pretty difficult, I feel like. They should just pressure the point. They do just that, yeah. Germans are forced to use the Uber to block the point, and yeah, they played it pretty well. If Eon gets out, of course. Oh,
Shocky
the
was
massive
taking it
collapse by Warps in main.
Oh, Fishkov might find the collapse, but Eon just left completely on his own there. No one's sticking with him.
Oh,
What
they
is
kept
Ams?
the point. They kept the point. They didn't wait for the medic. It's not as bad as on Product, but it's still delayed Eon by a tiny bit, so... With the HAVOC players being fairly weak, they all have to go back, and, you know, if the Germans realize this, they can just get this point for free right now. It caps pretty quickly.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, despite the fact that they did deny their medic supposedly with that cap, the Ubers is still looking pretty much even, so Am's already looking to get quite aggressive towards that point. We are looking at another fight as Voxy will go down again, back into the respawn queue he goes. KN will trade with left end houses, and again, there's a player advantage on the side of HAVOC as they look to keep control of his points, and with 30 seconds left on the clock, even Ubers, the Germans with 2 down, it might just have to come down to the Uber trade again, as Voxy is still not there yet. There's a fight in the houses almost going on, but they are just going to have to slow things down for a little bit here.
Yeah, again, just a stalemate. Actually, Voxy is completely pressuring the point for free. Mac isn't really doing a good job denying him, and the flank again gets 2 picks. Sneaky and Flow getting killed. Yeah, oh, but they use the Uber. Voxy gets dropped. Voxy gets dropped again.
Again. Back into the respawn queue.
Yeah, EDK testing Voxy's patience. He really wants to see the demon, and
oh,
I don't know how that
Bundesland
happens.
2 returns and throwbacks as Voxy is just dead time and time again. This is not going to be looking good for the Germans now. I mean, it is still fine, right? Eon did go down in the chaos, but with so little time for HAVOC left on the clock, if they can cap it now and even bring it to overtime, that'd be a huge boost. It looks like Mac is looking to pressure the cap right now, but not going to be doing it quite yet.
Oh, and if you're the Germans, I don't know if you really want to let them cap or Philip with a nice sticky trap.
There was a trap on the right side of the point. Mac just going to walk right into it. Ooh, could never be me, but he does go down to those sticks as The Germans have control of the point once more. 5 seconds shaved off, but here comes the collapse on the right side from the Germans. Left going to be caught out, but seemingly not. KN finding the pick onto AMS, but ooh, HAVOC, they're trying to make their way out of here. They're still kind of stuck in the doorway, but they are going to make their way out. Finally, they do want to cap this point. They don't want to let it come down to another Uber trade with so much variance. Sneaky finding a nice pick on the flank. That could be the difference maker. But as I say, that he goes down himself. Philip dropped so low. Warp will finish the job. Left goes down in the meanwhile. The cap goes to the side of HAVOC. If they don't touch it now, there is a trade happening now. Here we go. Voxy finally not dropped from it. This is going to be looking for all the marbles here on HAVOC. They need to convert this.
Yeah, this is looking so scary for the Germans as well. And HAVOC actually forced to back up because of the respawns from the Germans. So a bit of a lifeline for the Germans, honestly. Like they have another chance at this round. It looked like a HAVOC win pretty much, but yeah, like potentially the last fight coming in, warped and Bloke just bombing in.
Oh, huge bombs, but we're not going to be finding many of the frags. Fish in the meanwhile just going to be juggling Eon in the skies. Not anything he can do about dying right there. And yeah, HAVOC, they're looking to wipe right here. And all of a sudden, this great situation for them. This round looked poised for them. And it looks like they could be throwing it all away. There's 10 seconds left on the clock right now. They need to find a way back into this round if they want to stay alive with their playoff ambitions. There's only going to be 80% this at for them. Surely nothing, right? But no, EDK is going to use it right now. Voxy and Philip going to be taking that, and Am's already dead. So is Warped. I think this might be it, Gazi. I don't know if HAVOC, if they have anything left in the tank.
Oh, don't count them out. They got Shocky and Fishkopf, so... But the KN flank is coming in. He's behind them.
Oh my
god,
might be so the way of
What did the Germans do that for? They stepped off the point and let HAVOC
Oh, what a blunder! They have full advantage of overtime on the clock, and they still fuck it up. How do they let that slide through their fingers? If they lose this map right now, there has got to be some horrendous vibes in the comms right now.
Oh, yeah, suddenly the playoff dream back alive for HAVOC, and if you're the Germans, you're gonna kick yourself after
if you're
throwing
HAVOC,
that water.
what a morale booster as well for them, right? I mean, they're thinking, guys, we were supposed to lose that round. We had full disad, but we're right back, and it doesn't matter what's in front of us, and you can see that already. Germans have barely any presence on the point right now. It's all HAVOC players as Hans is going to be peppering Philip across the point. No bombs coming in quite yet. Warp looking to get aggressive on top of KN right now as he will pick up that frag. He will get traded by Voxy, but his presence that isn't on the point. Oh, he's dropped so low, but again, it looks like the first cap will go the way of HAVOC.
Yeah, the Germans look so passive on this mid. It looked like that last round really had an impact on, like, their confidence. They just didn't really do anything the entire mid. KN tried to, but nothing
Philip is
came
just
of
on his
it.
own in one of the houses right now, just spamming to point, and he's actually going to be getting away with it as the Germans, off of his damage, they are looking to re-establish some control here, some aggression in the houses, but they will have to back off left, getting 2v1 it seems. He will have to give up control of the house again, so the spam from the Germans right now allowing them to cap that point, but HAVOC are right back on the gas right now. No trades coming in for either side right now. It looks like Voxy wants to take it in, but he's not going to be doing that just yet.
What? How did that happen? Oh, the sneaky flank again, left house completely unchecked. Oh, he didn't really quite connect the shots, but it's
EDK
so
didn't even
dangerous.
take a point of damage, and all of them are feeding right now for his life right now, but EDK with the pack. Oh, he has his protector KN next to his side. He's on a 3k right now. All of the players on HAVOC feeding one by one again. I mean, it doesn't look like, you know, where's the countdowns at? They're all just going in one by one, and EDK won't even take any scratches away from that.
Yeah, that was surprising. There was a big opportunity for Sneaky to turn the tide back into his team's favor, but he didn't quite manage to connect the shots. So, but KN kind of caught out, just behind enemy lines. It's gonna get cleaned up, so this might be the gateway back into this round for HAVOC. They have this ad, but they can do something.
I mean, they've done it before, right? Why not do it again? As the Uber does come up from Voxy,
oh,
but
the
they're
most
all the way out. There's
bomb.
nothing for them to catch. It might actually just be Fishkopf going down. He will trade with left, so this is actually not looking too bad for HAVOC at all, as Mac is going to be trying his best to hit a pipe. Will fail, so he'll go back on the stickies. We'll get some help from Amsver to pick up the frag onto Philip, but it looks like with the demo and scout against the soldier and the scout right now, KN, now it's just ulti duo pretty much. It's going to be just a fight. KN, he's keeping this aggression in check. He's going to be walking forward. Mac gets dropped from the Uber as the force does come out. Eon, he's trying to save his players, but in the meanwhile, he might have just doomed his team a little bit as they will cap the point, but they're on this end now, and they can't really hold it with no demo.
Yeah, they probably shouldn't have used after Mac died, so Uber just completely went into nothing, and the Germans now with 50% ad, pretty much, so... And they get the point for free, so it's looking rough for HAVOC. And Eon died! Philip got
and
him again, what?
the German dragon. All the people calling him German Mac, he'll say, that's disrespect on my name right there. He's just going to be dropping medics back to back, or even just fragging them. Normally, ooh, nice try there from Warp to salvage it, but EDK is not going to be scaffed of that. He's going to be taking both of the soldier bombs, and he's just fine. Full overad for the Germans.
Yeah, I didn't quite agree with that point capture from Sneaky. Like, he kind of just delayed the soldier for no reason. They just instantly recapped, so they might have gotten like 2 seconds off the clock for that, so not worth it at all. But they're trying to break the forward hold right now. It's looking pretty good for them. Philip gets dropped from the Uber. Voxy quite weak, so after the Uber there's something possible. And
oh my god, Eon, what a serve. He's not gonna let KN get on top of him this time, but there's still so many frags going the way of the Germans, but there is a big old Uber advantage here now for HAVOC.
yeah, it's now or never. If they keep this Uber ad, they have a real chance of getting back into this game. But if they let Eon die right now, it might be curtains for HAVOC.
Fishkov tried it there, but that's a single sack right there. Philip goes down the process. This is looking all good for the side of HAVOC. Full advantage for them, and they're looking to shave some time off the clock. They do have a bit of a disadvantage in terms of the time here, but they're going to be forward holding with that here. There's some real opportunity here for them to, bring home this round. There's only around 70 seconds of them left on the clock. The Germans were already forming towards that lower right side, looking to bust up there. Mac has all the sticks on that. KN will make his way through. Both sticks have not been dead yet. They're still waiting. EDK so close to his Uber. Well, he will call them, but they'll know about him. They're making their way through now. So the Germans have busted through the forwards now.
Yeah, but as long as they don't get the point, it doesn't really matter that much. HAVOC got exactly what they wanted. They shaved a few seconds off the point with the forward hold, and they try fiercely to contest this point, to not let Voxy cap, and the trade's coming in.
Ams is just going to be waiting on the point for his medic to finally Uber him. He's just going to be staying in. Voxy might be overstaying his welcome a little bit, though. He's running in so deep. They want Eon so badly, but they'll drop 2 players for it, as KN and Voxy will go down. Make that 3, as Fish is dead as well. But, ooh, I mean, EDK, even if he does survive, we're not talking about a big advantage here. I mean, Eon is going to be up in 3 seconds. This is probably like a 40% ad for the side of for the side of the Germans, so it's definitely nothing to get comfortable with. I mean, there's enough time off the clock for them to build out of this, and the Germans still have to cap the point.
Yeah, but you don't want to get caught off guard by this Uber, so as long as Eon survives, this might be HAVOC's round.
I mean, the Uber might not even be a factor, right? If they just hold it right here, right now. EDK is still decently away from it, but ooh, the Germans, all the frags are going their way. But again, as long as Eon lives, they can get that Uber with 40 seconds. There's more than enough time for that. But
but I think Voxy will try and take this in if they show themselves quickly, because now that HAVOC is so slow, he's just gonna use it on point to deny the point capture. But still, like, it's looking kind of rough. It's gonna be another Uber trade, and this is gonna be the last fight of the entire match.
yeah, this is it. All the pressure is on HAVOC now. They need to make this one count. Ams gets dropped. It's a disaster already. That's not what you want to happen in the last seconds. Philip again with so much impact. He's going to be dropping the pockets cover. Eon is dead as well. I think this might be it, Gazzy. I think we're looking at a first map going the way of the Germans. It's just now pure chaos, but ooh, 2 frags and there's no time.
No, it was so close.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker for HAVOC. Ams, he's going to be running in straight into Philip's stickies, and that is going to be map 1 going the way of Germans, locking themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, what a match as well. It was so close. HAVOC was so close, but it wasn't quite enough. Like, this last sticky trap kill by Philip really sealed the deal, and yeah, it's unfortunate for HAVOC.
Yeah, I mean, oh god. It was so close. It was so close. They were literal inches away from it, right? I mean, that trade in the end could really have been it, but I mean, we were seeing a back and forth game pretty much defined by scouts just taking in Ubers one by one, trying to make any of these trades work. And continuously, I mean, the flanks from either side were getting a lot of work done at times. And they were kind of, that was kind of the reason that some of these teams were picking up rounds, because the flanks were just getting more value in the collapses, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like, but I guess on the other side as well, like HAVOC had a lot of flank opportunities. Like, just remember how often Sneaky, and sometimes the soldiers as well could just walk through the Germans' left house completely unchecked, and it's just unfortunate that they didn't quite have the aim today to kill the Germans' medic. Could have maybe been different.
I mean, yeah, that map could have definitely gone either way, but for now, we know what this means, right, Gazi? I mean, this second map, we're still gonna play it, right? But essentially, this is it for HAVOC. It's over now. The playoff implications are done. They're out the window. They're not going to be able to make it at all. If they wanted to have any chance of making it in, they needed to pick up at least 5 points from this official, and that is going to be an impossibility now, as there's only 3 more points to play for. That is doof. They needed to pick up a singular point to book their ticket into the playoffs, and they have done that now.
Yeah, but it looked so shaky. It's so unfortunate that HAVOC woke up so late into the season, like a few weeks earlier, and they could have made a real impact.
Well, look. All I'm saying is, right, all that I'm saying, I got all suited up for this game for a reason. There's a man, and he's not going to be making it into the playoffs. Mac and HAVOC, we're out of there. I'm going to be smoking that pack. After this map is over, I'm going to be smoking that Mac pack anyways. There's still a map 2 to play for, of course, but for now, that's it.
I'm still praying for a HAVOC masterclass. I'd rather smoke the Voxy pack, I'm gonna be real.
Well, we're not going to be smoking it today. Maybe if they do make it into playoffs, we're going to get to enjoy that. But for now, it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So, everyone, I can't unfortunately light this Glizzington because there is a smoke alarm in my room. But in spirit, we're just going to smoke the Mac pack right now. Condog is back for map 2, it seems.
Time to lose.
Yeah, so maybe EDK was the problem, right? Maybe EDK was the problem, and now they're going to be coming into map 2. It's all going to be fine. But, I mean, HAVOC, Mac has already disconnected from the server, maybe realizing that the second map is actually no point. Are they done? What's happening? There's a couple players disconnecting from the server right now. So I am a bit worried.
Oh, he's coming back. He's coming back.
They're reconnecting. They're gonna play it out. They're gonna do it.
I can still smoke the cigar after map 2, so
Yeah,
we're good.
Might have to turn off the smoke alarm and light it as well. We'll see what happens. There's still a map 2 to be played. So maybe, I mean, if Mac wins this, right? Look, we've been in the position. This is an awkward spot for any team. This is the last official now for sure. This team is looking to go to land, so there is still some practice to be gained out of this game, right? They're not going to be. This is not one of those moments where it's like, guys, it's been fun. It's been a great season. We've all had our fun. It's actually still practice for them, as the Polish LAN is going to be happening in February. HAVOC have signed up for that, so this game, it doesn't have no meaning. But in terms of the playoffs, I mean, it's over for HAVOC. They're not going to be making it in. This will be the last official of them that we will see for this season.
Yeah, it's
You
unfortunate.
think HAVOC are going to be happy with this season, Gazi?
No, definitely not. If I were in their shoes, I would disband and retire, I have to be honest. And I did. I lost to Flick and I was out of there.
Yeah, it's fair enough. So, I mean, I guess if I lost to Voxy, maybe I would do the same.
Yeah, I should have done it ages ago. I lost to Voxy in the Div 1 finals.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's been about a year since then, but once upon a time ago, I was on this liest doof team at Arcadia. We did play against Mac and against Lef, actually, and they 5-0'd us. So, Foxy got his revenge right there. He's going to be beating Mac this time around. He's not going to lose again to his former teammate. I mean, Guys, you did play against both of these guys, right? There was a Premiership Grand Final that you played in. It was against Feint at the time when you were still in Nerd Rage. It's against both of these guys, you know?
Yeah. I already smoked both of their packs once. I was hoping to run it back tonight, but Voxy unfortunately won Bagel, so he's in players. Maybe
Well,
another
look,
time.
it is a win-win, right? Because whoever loses, rather, there will be a pack being smoked, and we will see whose pack will get smoked fully as Map 2 will begin its Gullywash, the final map of the season for HAVOC. Will they go out in style, or are they gonna lose another map here?
Is this important for seeding? I didn't quite get to check. Like
It might
this
be,
last
as
map?
it looks like there'll be two homeless people arriving on mid. It's going to be Philip and Mac that are going to be taking on those, and we're going to be warped. Will be the first to go down. He did try to go fast onto Philip. Not going to be getting away with that. Philip picking up another frag there onto Ams. It's all going to be the Germans in the kill feed, but
Yeah, Shocky
Yon
already
just gets
positioned in
chased
lobby.
down. He's going to be dead, and even worse now for HAVOC, as there's going to be a full Uber advantage on the side of the Germans. They're not looking to waste any time. They're already in a last warp, just sitting in spawn, wondering right now, how are we going to destroy this foothold? But the Germans, they see the sniper, they see the pyro, they realize they don't even have mid, and they're going to go back out of it.
Yeah, and I hope this is not the same thing as last night, watching 3.5 stars absolutely perform the most horrible last holes known to EU. And yeah, with full ad coming in, the Germans just taking their time, so they're still just waiting. Like, they wait for the second cap, and Bloke actually catches Shocky off guard. He got into lobby for free, so the Germans won down for this last push, and they're looking to push in right now, and it's a pause.
Oh, the perfect time for a pause, as we will see the invulnerable Vox Tech here looking to make his way in. I mean, you say they're one down. HAVOC is also one down, because if you notice, Left is still in river, so he's not going to be here for this last defense quite yet.
Yeah,
they're
but
still level 3.
he has a bigger chance of affecting this last push than Shocky does, because, you know, Shocky has been banished to the respawn queue. He only gets to watch from the sidelines, as Voxy does his best bad Uber impression.
Yeah, it does look like this will be HAVOC who paused the game, so perhaps a technical timeout, but
Nah, I'm putting all my money into it was just a silly, goofy pause, because, you know, it's Mac, and it's funny to pause right now.
it would be really funny to pause right now. Perhaps he's looking back at the VOD of me smoking the pack. We can never know, perhaps, but I mean, Fishkov is Ubered in water, right? I mean, they're looking to take this Uber, and the Germans, I mean, they should probably still take this. Mac, he's gonna have sticks on the point. He's gonna have a bit of water warped. He's gonna be in position. Ken is still flash. He needs to take this fight warped right now. He was patrolling the water area on his own right now. Is there anything from his HAVOC hold that seems weird to you, Gazzy?
Well, I'm trying to scan the area for AMS, and oh, he's on pyro, yeah. Like, nothing out of the ordinary. Just a very standard dis-ad hold, and it just remains to be seen. Like, I think it's gonna be important if Warp can stop KN from just walking all over Mac. It's a weird setup that Mac has sticky traps right where Warp is holding. It doesn't make any sense to me, but, you know, he can do as he like, and yeah, just other than that, depends on what they do. Like, I'm assuming Voxy will just run over the point. Like, he will scare the pyro away and just run over the point to clean up the water players with KN.
Yeah, for now, we are still gonna be paused. So I'm wondering what caused this for, because I don't think there's enough time for this to be a tactical timeout, right? I mean, no one even takes any of those. So I don't think what happened here is going to be like, you know, the Germans winning the round and then they're going to run over the point, kill Mac, cap the point, win the round, and then HAVOC like, okay, guys, let's slow it down. Maybe the Germans are looking to re-establish dominance now that their main guy is back. Obviously, that's Condog. EDK is back out.
Yeah, well, maybe they should have kept EDK. What do you think?
I mean, Condog's pretty nice with it. I'd say he's pretty nice with it. He's gonna be standing there all red, all glowy in river right now.
No, I'm
That was
praying
nice,
for Condog's downfall as
we're
we
back, we're
keep
back.
going.
now. There's the fine water warp duel, and that can is down. There's not going to be enough pressure on the point, and without
did
even
that
having
happen?
any time to really catch up to what just happened.
Yeah.
The Germans just pick up the round, so that's 1-0 down already. Left, he's not going to be making it in time like we maybe thought he would. And now 1-0 down for HAVOC. We'll perhaps never know what that timeout was about as the second mid. Here we go.
Yeah. Both homeless people arriving at the same time again, and
Ooh, Philip doing some nice damage though on the mid, though they're just exchanging damage right now. The bombs are not looking to come in quite yet. Fishkov making his way up now, looking for quite a nice bomb there on the side of Eon, but he will not be going down. He's 10 health. He's still alive, but getting away with his life. It's just going to be AMS, and they're going to be getting the hell out of there. Voxy not going to be on the chase, but what is this? AMS, he's actually not going to be leaving quite yet.
yeah, just farming a bit of damage on his pistol. He really wants to hold the choke, it seems like.
It's just a stat on right now in choke.
It's not the
just
wisest
observing.
decision, honestly. Like, if Germans would have pushed, he would have probably died, so it's kind of lucky that they didn't feel like it. And yeah, we're looking at an Uber edge for the Germans, and it's looking like it's gonna be choke. Actually, never mind, I'm eating my own words, it's gonna be Victor instead. And they're gonna have to go
They
through
probably
that.
realize. Oh, this is where the pause was called.
Yeah, why
So,
not?
yeah, this is what happened. I guess perhaps someone timed out, or maybe someone just had to go use the bathroom, as the Germans they're trying to make a way in for this big door side right now, but they realize that it's fully trapped for all. There's 5 German players around that corner right now, waiting for somebody to get rid of those sticks, but Mac, he's not going to be letting loose just yet. He's just observing as they're all going to be staring at him. Philip just trying to tag him. Mac is just going to be keeping up his sticky trap and big as they realize, hey, let's just go choke. How about that?
Yeah, fair play, there's nobody in choke, but the Germans are taking so long to do anything. Yeah, I guess they're just quite comfy with 1-0. They're looking to go back into Victor, but the same old sticky trap that they still haven't cleared is still there.
Voxy realizes that you can just run through, and they have, so why didn't they do that 2 minutes ago? I don't know, but they've done it now, and they have made their way in. They're looking to send people behind. Fishkov is going to be the one to do that. He's running into lobby. Mac, I think they want to look to get aggressive in this choke right now. He's been
they're giving them so much respect. They can just walk in from Victor and, like, HAVOC just running out of space. They have to retreat back to the point.
Yeah, Shockey's gonna be in river right now with his baby face's blaster, maybe looking to build up some of that speed. Guys, use this gun a little bit, right? I mean, maybe he's gonna be taking advantage of it right here.
I quite like it. I never really got to use it. I asked my teammates once on TF2 if I can do that, and they just said no. And they threatened me and my family, so I decided against it ultimately. But yeah, I'm glad Shockey's trying to do something new, and Kang went down, and they're just gonna push choke.
Yeah, I mean, they killed that soldier who was holding the choke on his own for the Germans. They probably realized, hey, that's probably only this one guy. Why don't we just bully him, get into mid, and the cap time on second is not going to be enough. They will go back to clean up the flank from the Germans, but I mean, 2 picks for the side of HAVOC. They can look to push into this midpoint. They're taking their time, though. They're being very careful about it. They realize that Voxy's looking to
do
train
they know
them.
Fishkov is behind though? He's bombing choke, and he gets a free bomb on the medic.
Ooh.
Almost.
Maybe if he was 5 years younger, he hits that condor. Oh my god, Ems just runs in. I guess he decides I've had enough of this.
That's another
pause called, for God's sake. But Ems has decided that he's just going to run in. He's had enough of this back and forth gameplay. He's just going to be running in, getting a force on the medic as we are going into pause number 2.
I had enough of these pauses, I'm going to be honest.
I might have to make a few phone calls, as I believe it is the Germans calling the timeout this time around, as production is yelling into my ear about that. And yeah, we'll see Philip's nice burning hat. He has a parrot on there. Got some nice swag on him. Kind of rate it. Sneaky's in big door. Shocky arriving on mid now. I mean, it's pretty good for HAVOC, surely, right?
I mean, yeah, the flank's completely open, so there's nobody really defending it. If Sneaky and Warp realize this, they can just walk in, and it's gonna look really bad for the Germans. Like, the health isn't exactly great either, and they, apart from like holding the choke, they don't have any real space on this mid. So yeah, like, depends on if HAVOC decides to push or not. And we're unpausing it. Yeah, we're just gonna see.
Yeah, a quick little pause then. We're right back into the action as There's now a full Uber disad situation as actually HAVOC are wasting no time at all. They're not even going to do anything. They're just running straight in, getting the pick onto Philip right there and taking mid as a result. That's a nicely played Uber right there. That's more than they wanted probably.
Yeah, it's not that bad either because the Ubers are somewhat even, but they just can't get stuffed in choke and yeah. Goodbye, HAVOC. You can. That probably spells last unless they. Yeah, it's probably gonna be last unless they find some funky stuff to do on second. Like there's no way. Actually, the Germans are just too slow. They just decide to stack instead. Probably the wrong decision. They're just gonna spawn anyway, so it just didn't matter at all. Like, come on, man. There was no need. And
yeah, it took their time. I think they're paranoid about someone being behind, perhaps going for
yeah,
a
they have a bit
backup.
of ad, so fair enough. But still, like.
It is genuinely just a bit of ad as that has swindled down to 20% advantage for the Germans. I don't think HAVOC want to give up this point quite yet, but actually it looks like they're just going to be leaving it. Despite the fact that Eon is going to get his Uber, they do probably realize, hey, we've probably given up enough space. We can't really fight this back, and we're going to be setting up this last hold.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, they're still... Do they see me sticks in lobby? Oh, they do. Oh,
they do,
that was so close.
Voxy a bit too fast. This is where the pause happened, by the way. Voxy was a bit too fast, just walked into river, got cleaned up by the soldier instantly, no contest, and yeah, M's on spy at the moment. Just checking for now, but you know, maybe we see some silly, goofy stuff, such as the Voxy sniper. It's not quite often you see him on the sniper class, honestly.
I mean, he did have the opportunity to go for it since he did die. Maybe that was the plan all along, is
yeah, but
he's looking to slowly peek in from main. You won't really see anyone other than the Pyro. Am's just standing kind of still, or you will get rushed left. Gonna be finding him. No protection there, really. I mean, sure, KN finds the trade, but your sniper is still dead, and so is Shocky, so they'll have to get out of lobby.
No scouts for the Germans.
Yeah, but I don't think HAVOC are gonna be pushing out of last.
They're quite comfy losing 1-0, I guess.
Listen, I've played with a certain main caller on this HAVOC team for enough times to know that he's not going to be pushing out of that last. He's going to keep holding it. He's going to be looking to time out this round, even if, let's say, they do get a couple picks. I wouldn't put it beyond them. They're just going to keep holding this last.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. If with 2 scout picks, you at least see me poking into second. And Vox dead again. He's just stuck in the respawn queue like for the 4th time now. He doesn't even get to play the game anymore. Come on, man.
Maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he realizes little buddy Mac needs some help. Maybe give him some morale points so his team doesn't pass away. So, you know, they might just give him this map, but doesn't look like they'll do anything off of that. So Voxy's going to come out and scout. Am's already checking for the possible off-class, but nothing yet from the Germans. I mean, I'm surprised that we haven't seen, you know, them trying to send people into water. That's probably what they're looking to do now.
Yeah, that's Voxy is trying to get into water and he gets cleaned up every time.
Yeah, but he's dying to the same trap. I mean, he might just die to it again as they do finally figure out that it's there. They're trying to get rid of it.
I'm really scared they don't know it's there, I think. Oh, they do. Philip, a really smart fella, and Voxy just doesn't do anything anyway, so they're looking to do something else instead, it looks like. It's a weird setup, like the entire team in lobby and just the scouts solo in river. I don't quite understand what's going on there, but Voxy actually in water, just kind of free, you can just step on the point. Oh, this is gonna cause chaos.
Oh, Voxy's looking to right back on, and Warp is actually not that healthy. They're looking to spam the gun down in the meanwhile. Philip pressuring from Shutter. Shocky actually going to be joining him in water. They're going to be trading places, it seems almost. Do they know if there's 2 scouts in water right now? We don't see this too often.
No, I don't think they do. If Voxy leaves right now, if he can leave, they might not expect Shocky to come up on point, so yeah, it's like...
Oh yeah, I think that's what... I mean, they're actually going to be both running towards the point right now. Shocky and Voxy, they're both on the point. Warp, yes, they're going fine!
Fair enough, you want to stack the point, try and cap it under the nose, but they just took the same splash rocket, so Warped quite an easy time cleaning up those scouts, I guess, and so, yeah, the play went into nothing. The Germans kind of running out of time.
Oh, the plan all along, Gazzy. We were wrong. We thought they were stupid and actually just dying, but
yeah.
The double spy.
I guess we're stupid.
We don't really see that all too often anymore, you know? It's been a while since I've seen a double spy. It's gonna be Voxy and Shocky, they're both on Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, and Voxy has shown himself as a red scout, so I don't think they're gonna expect 2 spies, at least at the moment. Even if they check, they will only see 1. There's the off chance.
Oh, Shocky, he's gonna get burned right there, but do they expect spy number 2 is the question. Boxy, former spy main, of course.
Yeah, but I don't. They need Philip in River. Philip needs to spam from River. Like this warp is so comfy on this ring. He doesn't get pressured at all. And
he's not getting like spammed at all right now. Foxy actually did just take a bit of damage, but I don't think Wolf realizes that.
oh, he's cheating.
I think I might have seen a glimpse of him. They probably realize that there is going to be another spy in play as Shocky is going to be coming up on Pyro.
Yeah, they're just having a lot of fun, but the round time is slowly running out. 40 seconds left. It's high time to do something, Boxy.
And Shocky has made his way into water. That's the medic with them as well. So they're going to be using the Uber, trying to cap the point in the meanwhile, probably. They might use on the Pyro, trying to blast everyone away. Foxy in the meanwhile just picks up the frag onto Eon. They will all focus on the Pyro. This is 5 DHS from the Germans right now. It's not 40 anymore. They might still lose this push, actually.
Come on.
Philip got dropped in all that chaos, so...
Yeah, it was weird. Like, of course Philip got dropped, but Shocky had a whole Uber to work with. He could have just ran forward. Instead, he opted to blast the people off point while Ubered, so he didn't get to cap. What was that?
Well, Voxy immediately dead, running into main 2's demise, so... I mean, I loved that play, right? I loved everything about that play. It was so great.
It was pretty good.
But then they do the hard part of getting the Pyro with the medic and the demo onto the point. They drop Eon, and then they still lose. I don't know. Boxy, he always finds a way, supposedly. Philip, he got dropped from it Uber, so that is unlucky, but will be mid-fight number 3 now coming underway, Gazzy.
Yeah, and Mac instantly dead. As usual, the soldier just fast rollouts. It's surprising because it was fish, so like an old man takes quite some time to get onto Gullywash mid, but he still beat Mac to it, and Havoc just instantly lost his mid by default. Shoky's actually behind, unseen, so...
The babyface impact, he might just be looking to spawn camp Mac here.
Oh no,
don't do it. Oh, Mac is going to be going on balcony. You realize that he's going past. He let him go. I think he's going for the bigger play. He's looking to just wait for his team to get onto second if they can. Cap the point mailing, just back up last. As the Germans, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to find their way into second. They're still just jumping around on mid. But Shocky in such a great position. He could crack this round wide open right here. He's just going to be sneaking around in lobby. Warped will spawn him out. So the gig is up. They know that he's there. Oh, he's so dangerous over that speed, isn't he, though? The Germans in the meanwhile, they're trying to maybe find an opening here, but not really doing too much right now on mid.
Yeah, they need to help Shocky on this flank. Now, especially since he has been spotted, there's not really a lot to work with, so they need to put the pressure up. And actually, they do just that. They trade the Ubers, Voxtag spearheading the charge, and they take top of point, but they're kind of isolated, honestly.
Oh, Condor gonna be dropped so low. He will be going down amidst all the chaos. I mean, they might need that Shocky flank to come in any second now, and it's gonna have to hit different. They did all that to cause chaos and set him up, but he's out on mid. Philip will go down as well. Shocky, he's just jumping above. Nice try. He gets taunted. Rip Bozo. Ams picking him up to get a 4K in that chaos.
Yeah, this was a bit too little too late. Like Voxy deciding to trade the Ubers to cause some distractions for Shocky, but it didn't really matter, and they isolated themselves on point, just got cleaned up afterwards after the trades. Yeah, not quite what you want to see from like pretty much a push, and Havoc 30% add. Just remains to be seen if they want to use it.
Yeah, this is not going to be an easy situation for them at all, as there's still so much time left in this map. Philip just gets spammed down from Big Door. He's dead. Shocky as well, trying to make his way through the choke. He's dead as well, so all of a sudden, there's a German last hold now.
Yeah, surely you just take it into last straight away. You don't even have to use right now. There's only a heavy, no gun, no sniper. You should be stepping on the point, already take pos. Oh, I'm so low. He gets dropped. Oh, this is looking so disastrous for Havoc now.
Yep, and we're just going to be stabilizing here, it seems, as of all that chaos, Havoc, they did look to use that Uber in, but they're not going to be successful in doing that. The Germans, they're going to keep holding the last point for now, but now the situation's flipped, right? How are Havoc going to be approaching this last push?
You played with Havoc's main caller before, so you should know, right?
Yeah, the man who shall not be named. I think they're probably going to be looking down to spam down the guns, send people water. I think they'll go for the conventional things, right? The things that probably are the default plays, you'd say. But as I say that, I'm proven completely wrong, as Ams is coming up on Sniper. He's going River. Is he looking for the frag clip hero shot?
Oh, I think he definitely will at some point. He's gonna take some time, like his time right now, but
Slowly peeking.
eventually, if he doesn't get anything, he will definitely try and just snipe the medic.
I mean, there is still a soldier in water right now that is going to be warped, trying to maybe get some pressure on the point. He will get arrowed right there. The sentry gun will go down. That does open up the opportunity for Sax. Philip again just dead in main. Sneaky's just going to be running through. There's no sticks on the point. Warp gets on it now. He'll get on the medic in the meanwhile. Condog has to use. That's 15%. No, Left actually going to be juggling him around a bit, but I mean, well played by HAVOC right there,
Yeah, but
right?
big mistake by Voxy. He just left the gun alone. Like, he decided to pressure River instead, and they could Havoc just spammed the gun down. There was no protection for it, so after the gun was down, they could just bomb in for free. Nothing was denying them, not the Pyro. Pyro was caught in no man's land, and yeah, no.
Patented
With-
Condog crits.
Yeah, Havoc having full Uber ad, but Condog building his crits, his patented play, probably someone coming up on heavy trying to kill people with it, laser beams, and yeah, Havoc
They're looking
taking
to
it
use
for
him as
shutter.
Uber. Yeah, they're in for shutter. We're not going to be finding any gun. They were probably expecting one, but Shocky actually just built his in water. So Philip does get caught right there. He's going to be going down. Here comes the crits. Voxy picking up 2 already. Everyone with HAVOC is just running for their lives. Ams is stuck in secret right now. He might get caught out himself. He's just in free health. He does barely get out.
Shocky really wants his kill.
Well, he will let him go for now. He's going to be taunting on the pack, looking around the corner, but there was a gun in water. That was a full Uber advantage push for HAVOC. There was no sentry gun. There was no pyro. There was a sniper and the sentry gun that was in water.
Yeah,
And they lost.
You can tell Shoki's just having fun with it. It doesn't really matter to him anymore, but Havoc's still struggling despite all that. Like,
I mean, it feels like the Germans are just kind of saying, all the advantage, you want full Uber ad, have it. You don't want a gun is too difficult to push into. Well, we'll just put ours in water, you know. A pyro, that's too much as well. Well, you know, we'll just do a sniper. And they've given it to HAVOC, but they're not even taking it. But it looks like they want to take it part 2. Condog, is he still on crits? Well, yeah, no, he will be on Uber, so I don't know. Mac is just kind of staring at glass right now.
Yeah, classic Gullywash demo on last gameplay, and actually Havoc Scout on the point right now, Ken struggling to kill him, and oh, it's looking rough. What is going on?
He will go down, but you'll notice the immense impact from Mac, and meanwhile he's been a mere observer, just taking in all the notes from that play as he's now constructed the perfect counterplay. But we'll see as soon as Sneaky comes back alive.
It's another pause.
Never
Our
mind.
favorite. Yeah, and this very important last map for both of these teams in the
Lives
regular
will be
season.
lost.
They decide to pause 3 times for no reason, like no good reason.
Yeah, it does look like there is a reason, so I do have production whispering in my ear that Condog had to disconnect. So is he gonna time out while holding this last? Or...
Yeah, but what do you think? Will Havoc do the honorable thing and wait, or will
No.
they just push in? Yeah, I hope so. I hope they push in, man.
Well, the way that it's going right now, even if they push in with no medic on the other side, they're still gonna lose somehow. So I'm not even sure that that's gonna guarantee a round at this point. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen with this round here. Is the game still paused? The off classes right now. At least the gun is in a decent position right now, right? He put it next to main. That's fine, right? It's okay. It's not going to be in water. So it's a pretty standard hold for now. I mean, the gun is a bit of a weird position. Mac with his little squid on his hat right there, but
Gun not that standard, and actually not really a standard hold at all. There's just a sniper on the right side, pretty far out, and there's no real holding going on for the Germans. But yeah, like I said, they're just goofing around. They don't really feel like they have to.
Yeah, I mean, this is it could be worse right now, right? It could definitely be worse.
For example, what do you mean?
It could be 2-0 down.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like with Havoc having no chance at getting into playoffs anymore after losing Bagel very close 3-2, there's just no point in trying. Like I applaud that they're actually trying to play the game normally. I think everybody would probably, you wanna have some more fun, and most people at this level have fun by having a good sixes game instead of just goofing around, just jumping with sticky jumper and such. But still, yeah. But we're on pause, and yeah, Kondok apparently disconnected, so surely we'll see more of that soon.
He's going to be back in the action probably pretty soon, but we'll see how much that's going to affect them. As I mean, he's still going to be in the game for now, so he is going to be coming to sack. I do believe he did just time out, as he's kind of just standing still right there. At least he did. He just kind of took that sack on the chin.
Yeah, and yeah, it would suck for the Germans if he just times out in the next like 30 seconds or so. And yeah, he swapped back to crits again, patented Kondok play, certified, and probably the laser beams heavy again. But will HAVOC let this chance slip away?
I believe Kondog is no longer with us. He's been morphing into a wall for the better part of a few seconds, and HAVOC, they're just gonna be straight in. I mean, to be fair, they probably had, they didn't even know probably. They're just gonna be taking this Uber, and here we go. It looks like, I mean, are they gonna be losing this somehow, Gazzy? Surely not. I mean, yeah, I mean, probably?
Oh, it's looking so rough, but surely they don't lose this. Like at some point they need to convert this round. It's looking like that.
There's no way, man. I'm sorry, but there's no goddamn way that they don't win, man. What do you mean? What do you mean it's a draw? What do you mean, Gazzy? What more can they do? Should the Germans just all disconnect from the server before they get to push this last? What are we talking about here?
Yeah, I guess they kind of lost a 5v6 and Germans had no heal, so I don't know what to make of that, but yeah, just another mid-fight coming up, and they're actually opting to go right side, it seems like. Mac rolled out Victor, so looking like a right side mid for them, and they're just standing on the ground actually, so I don't know what their plan is. Ward actually gets a pick, and the Germans scrambled, like they're just all across mid, nobody's really playing together, and this is looking like a HAVOC mid already.
I think we were trying to play it slow for the crits. Kondok was on it still, but instead they've given up so much ground and they actually just get murked in the choke, as Kondok and Philip will pay with their lives for that. They're both going to be going down.
Yeah, actually, KN bomb on Eon and he how did that happen?
What is happening? What is going on?
He pickaxed Eon.
Listen, we both know what this game is. We both know what's going on. This is ETF2L Premiership. It is week 7. This map, you know, neither team really has anything to gain or lose. So I guess we are just going a bit crazy here, but surely if you're Mac, you don't want to be going out looking like that.
Yeah, definitely not. Maybe it doesn't matter to him at all. So, bloke standing in the famous drag spot, he gets picked up by Kondok, just arrowed him, he has to leave, and yeah, HAVOC giving up the second.
So for now, will be the German stabilizing on second. I believe Kondok is still on crit, so we'll see what they do with that. Looks like Philip wants to take it through Big Doe, so perhaps we'll see at least some nice frag movie clips.
Oh, there's a sticky trap right around the corner. Oh, Mac is so greedy. He's so greedy.
There we go.
He was so greedy though. Just like kill the demo man. It doesn't matter, man.
Well, they did stop the crits from doing anything at all.
But
so
yeah, that was kind of lucky though. Philip was so far away from that sticky trap, so it's kind of lucky that he died anyway.
It was an ambitious sticky to go for, but what the hell? What do they have to lose, right? HAVOC, they're going to be looking to push into last now with their own full advantage. Surely this is it. There's nothing that could go wrong. They're going to be picking up this round here in a few seconds. I'm sure of it, Gazzy. They've learned from their mistakes as the gun is going to be going down. No frags quite yet as Philip will go down. That is a nice pick to get, but with the frags going back, here comes the crits. Mac in secret. Here we go. Put up a shut up time. Here we go. He hits no pipes. It's a narrow doorway. The doorway is as wide as the pipes.
Wait. How did Ems get in on last? Oh, that was so close. He gets Kondok. What?
Well, it looks like they'll get another ad push to try and make it work. So
yeah, this is the one.
This is the one. They've tried it now. This is the 4th time, I think, that they have an advantage going into last. Surely, there's no way they can mess this up. They're going to be clearing out a side. They'll bomb on one side with soldiers. They'll push water with the flank. You know, they're going to be doing it all. They're going to be picking up this run. I don't even have to cast anymore. I know in a minute and a half, we're going to be looking at a round here for HAVOC.
Oh yeah, definitely. I absolutely cannot wait to see the scoreboard turn from 1-0 to 1-1 for HAVOC. Surely this is the one. Sneaky already set up. It's looking like a water Uber, honestly. Everybody's set up in river. Sneaky's probably gonna get flashed into water. Yeah, he is. And surely Amps is gonna walk over the point with the Uber. Yeah, he is as well. And now they can crunch water. Actually, he's just capping instead. Bro.
I don't know, man. They didn't kill one guy.
Dude, the Germans are begging for it. They really want to concede the round, but HAVOC just is struggling anyway.
Well, look, maybe we're doing it. We're being silly, right? I mean, maybe the Germans just have a really good last. So I mean, Sneaky, he did the correct thing. He was trying to go into water there, but unfortunately he got picked up by sticks.
No, there's something called a learning disability, and this was the third time there's a heavy coming out of spawn with crit. Surely at some point you just collapse with the Uber, right?
Well, you know, I wouldn't question Mac. I just wouldn't do it. Surely there's a plan if it's going wrong that isn't supposed to be going wrong. I'm sure of it, but
I didn't call
for now,
name.
I mean, the map is still open. I mean, there's still 6 minutes roughly left on the map. There's only 1-0 to the Germans. We've seen a lot of silly business, but that doesn't mean that the map is over. HAVOC, they still have every opportunity to bring this back.
Yeah, maybe after the 5th last push in the past 2 minutes, they will finally get around, and we'll see the golden cap. Would you not like to see that?
No, I actually wouldn't like to see it, but maybe we will. So here we go. HAVOC, they're going to be pressuring Big Door. They want to send people behind into that lobby area. Philip's stickies have been cleared, but with the aggression from the combo Sneaky, he will get out as well, and they're not going to be able to send anyone behind quite yet, but they'll keep having at it for now, it seems. They're going to be sticking off the Shutter, Voxy and Shocky. Now looking to get on that door, but the flank of HAVOC has gotten behind.
Yeah, but with 2 people behind, I think Voxy definitely will look to push Choke. Actually, never mind, Shocky gets picked up, so this opens things up for HAVOC. They can just walk in through Choke and they will. KN not holding close at all, and yeah, it's so free.
Alright, here we go, Philip. He will probably get caught in it. No, he actually gets flashed right at the last second. Condog saving his life right there, but HAVOC, they're looking to get right back into this fish cop right onto Eon, though Condog is gonna go down himself. This is just an end fight at this point.
Yeah, oh, never mind. Sneaky got clean up, Am's trying his best to do something, and now it's only Mac alive for HAVOC. Yeah.
It's now, it's only going to be a little bit of time left on the clock. HAVOC, they will be looking to maybe contest for second. But here we go, Shocky will go down. HAVOC, they're now looking to re-push onto mid. That's a great pick for left to find right there.
The jump from Mac, it's not really significant at all, but I don't know, I found it quite silly. It's just a little candle jump. Condog back on crits, like HAVOC always struggled with it before and last, so surely not again with Uber on second. There's no way they can have a heavy at this point.
I mean, Voxy right now is just looking to teach Mac a lesson, old man. He said at Arcadia, you fight over me with crits. Here, I'm going to embarrass you with crits right back. As, oh, Condog, he's going to be using it. Mac will escape with his life. There's going to be a frag going the way of Philip for now, but this situation does still look a lot better for the Germans, even though Eon does have full advantage now. So we will see them arriving on mid.
Yeah, but HAVOC, we're full Uber at, and they want to use it in. Mac,
he's not going to have any part of that.
After 20 hours of playing double jump maps, it just didn't really matter. It just got cleaned up. Eon couldn't quite reach him in time, and this looked pretty good for HAVOC, and now it's looking like a disaster.
Well, look, I can't really count the amount of times that we've said that sentence forever. Mac going to be typing in chat, luckiest juggle I've ever seen. Unlucky for him. Unfortunately, it seems like he's getting unlucky quite a few times in this game. Might not be luck anymore, but
somehow they just came out on top anyway, with the help of HAVOC scouts, Sneaky and Am just doing Cord's work, just winning the fight for their team. Yeah, back on that ad stuff, so surely this is the one, surely.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be another attempt at the seemingly impossible last hold for HAVOC to crack. They're going to have a nice little chunky Uber advantage here. It looks like the Germans are not going to be pulling any funny business this time around. As I say that, well, literally as I say that, I see that Shocky is just fighting people on mid. So there's even going to be an additional player down on this last. So everything, the table is set. This round is ripe for the taking for the side of HAVOC. The gun immediately disappearing. Philip will just rush behind the point. He will get picked up. It looks like this will be it. The crits does come out, but it isn't covering the point. Sneaky looking to cap the point. There's no way, man, that they mess this up again. It looked so good. You're kidding me, man. There's no way. Ams as well gonna be going down. There's no way.
No.
There's no goddamn way. I keep, look, listen. I keep setting up what I'm saying as if I'm setting up knowing that it's gonna fail. I genuinely thought they were gonna win that push, and in the last second they didn't, and they're looking to get straight in it. Eon goes down, HAVOC, they're gonna go down here, all of them collapsing right now to the side of the Germans. Philip, the only casualty so far. Foxy as well gonna be juking, warped right there. It's just gonna be Ams left alive.
Oh, surely at some point. I'm pretty sure we're at the 7th or 8th last push, and like surely at some point they win one, right?
Look, people made jokes about the boulder last season. That was KN when he played against Witness. For Mac, the boulder is just Gullywash last, apparently. Notoriously as well, one of the easier lasts to push. I mean, Gully last, that's a hard last to hold, but even on mid, it seems that the Germans, they're all collapsing. They don't even need to wait for Kondog's Uber. They are just going to run in and kill everybody. It's a wipe.
Yeah, this is probably the game. Mac already out of the server with 1 minute on the clock remaining, and yeah, this is a GG. Nice try by HAVOC.
Yeah, HAVOC
Put up a good performance on Bagel. Wasn't quite enough, unfortunately.
Oh, and they're going to be disconnecting. I mean, that's it. They're out of the server. The game is over. GG's are called. Commiserations to HAVOC. Of course, we're just joking around, but they did have a fine season. It wasn't the worst thing ever. We are making a joke out of it, but the Germans, they're going to be taking 6 points away from this first map. It looks like they're probably going to be first seed with that. I'm not quite sure on it, but they're going to be happy with it. HAVOC, they were looking like a dangerous team. I mean, last week they took 6 points off of full fence, right? So anything was possible. I came into this game with very open expectations, but it seems like my expectations were met, but not in the kind of open that I was hoping for.
Yeah, I'm still concerned for the Germans though, because like if you consider how many last pushes, like maybe some of the German players didn't quite try, but like HAVOC had so many last pushes, and like the other teams in the playoffs are definitely not gonna let those slip.
Yeah, we will have some logs on the screen to show you. So, is there anything that is standing out to you particularly here, Gazi?
Not right now. Give me 1 second.
It seems that perhaps logs are actually loading quite slowly for me, as we will see. I mean, the Germans, they were out damaging them and out killing them pretty comfortably. KN gonna be dropping top damage actually by far on the server. Mac with a pretty respectable performance this time around. Actually, there's not gonna be any 2 and 20 incidents this week, it seems. But you know, I mean, Kondog's crits and last. I mean, this game, I don't know what to say. That's just last push after last push that just didn't work for the side of HAVOC. They had so many advantages every time. I mean, that is really the story of this game. I don't care what anyone says. They had, this game could have ended 4-1 for the side of HAVOC if they had just converted all those opportunities that they had, but they couldn't do it. And the Germans, with that one round that they got in the beginning of the game, they're going to be finding the game right there. So, yeah, I mean, KN dropping some nice logs. The medic deaths, Yon dying a few more times, but he did get picked up in the chaos a lot of the time. Voxy going to be playing, actually, 6 different classes in the logs if anyone wants to have a look at those. And, yeah, I mean, I think pretty much for the side of HAVOC, commiserations to them. They did have a pretty competitive season, all things considered. You know, I believe they will, with that defeat, they might finish either 7th or 8th. So in terms of placing, it's not great. You might finish either 7th very much at the bottom of the table. But in terms of competitiveness of the games for being series, apart from this last map, which didn't really have any implications, HAVOC, they looked very capable of winning a lot of these maps throughout the season. So I believe there is only one thing left to do for us, Gazi, before we do call it a night.
You know it.
I believe it will be just a little bit of a second, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Just want to say, I don't really have many words on this official after Bagel. Again, Bagel, a good performance by HAVOC, but honestly...
Yeah, I mean, again, HAVOC, it's not the worst season in the world, right? I mean, for the Germans, they're going to be very happy with it. They're going to be going into the playoffs. Again, they're not going to have too much of an aura probably going into the season because, again, these games continue to look very competitive, even though, this is kind of top of the tables, tippy-toppy TF2 going up against, some of the lower ranks there. But, yeah, like I said, Gazi, this is the final official for the season for us. We might cast a bit more in the playoffs, but I believe I've got my suit and tie here on. I dressed up very nicely for this official. I believe there's only one last thing for us to do before we go into the void. Again, how does that taste like?
Like smoke. To be fair, it's quite a cheap cigar, I'm not quite rich enough to buy a Cuban one just for this official, so...
I did smoke one before this in honor of this game, but unfortunately I cannot smoke one indoors.
Yeah, but I have to admit the Voxy Pack tasted better.
That is true. When we did smoke the Voxy Pack, that did taste a lot better. The Mac Packs, well, Mac Pack doesn't taste too bad either. It tastes a bit like, more like, I don't know, like kebab or something, losing, humiliating defeat, underperformance, any of these words make sense to you?
Yeah, that's, if you did some quick word association with me, that's exactly the words that would come to mind.
But I do believe this is going to be it from us. It has been an absolute pleasure casting tonight with Gazi here. This has been the ETF2L Week 7. It is the final game of the season. We'll be back with the playoffs, of course, as we head into the final stages of the season on the weekend.